The next topic is copy activity using list of file option. Okay, this is also very interesting. Now let's see how we can do that. Okay, so for example, for this we need to do some kind of cleaning once again. Okay, and we need to first of all, do you know what is the meaning of this list of file? Okay, let me explain you in much better way. Okay, so right now we have sale file 1. Okay, so we have three different files. Fine. Similarly, if in a container known as PBI input or any input container, right? If we have, hundred of files, thousands of files, but I want to make a copy of these out of these 1,000 files, I want only 50 files. Okay, and I don't want to use any wildcard entry because wildcard entry will be a generic one, right? I want to just point list down only specific files out of 1,000. Only 50 I want to load from input to output container. Then in that case, what I will do, I will create a txt file. Basically I will create a list, or you can say I will create a metadata. So in IT we call this as a metadata. Metadata is nothing but a data about data. Okay, I will not go in depth of what is the meaning of metadata, but my now objective is I'm having 1,000 files in my input container, and out of these 1,000 files I'm interested in loading specific 50 files. Now, how to do that? So I will create a list of these 50 files, like file 1, okay, till file 50, okay, and I will save this list as a txt notepad, right? And my pipeline should be able to read that notepad, okay? My ADF pipeline, or it should read the notepad, and based on that, it will fetch the data from input container out of these 1,000 files and load that. Is this requirement clear now? Now what I how so first, what is the first activity? So first activity should be prepare your list. Okay, prepare your list. Fine. So right now in my case, this is my input file. This is having how many files? Three files. Out of these three files, I want to store only two. So before storing, let's clear the output. Okay, let's clear the output container. Now output container does not have any data. Okay, so now what I will do, I will create a list. And how to create a list? I will open a notepad first of all. Let me open a notepad. Okay, so in this notepad, um, I will copy the names as it is. Like I have copied this sales file. I have pasted the one. I have copied the another name. I have pasted one. Okay. And what I'm going to do is, okay, I'm going to save this. Let's save this in, okay, in my desktop. So I saved it. Got it. Okay. Now, now what I'm doing here, I'm doing two things. Okay. One is, okay, let me go and upload anywhere, or we can upload there itself also, no problem. Okay, let's upload there itself in PBI input so that it should not complicate. Okay, let's upload your txt. Okay, let me go to this one and this one. This is the txt file I have uploaded. Okay, fine. So what this txt file containing? This txt file containing the list of files which you are interested to move from input container to output container. So far you are with me, guys. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to create a new pipeline. But first of all, let me close all the things from the system. Okay. So I'm going to create a new pipeline, and this time this pipeline would be named as PL underscore list of, so it should not be space, okay, list of files, something like that. I will hide this property. I will use this copy data here, and I will make this like copy data by list. Okay, simple. I will go to source, and what I'm going to do is I'm creating a data set. Okay, and there I will create data set using AD less than 2. Okay, this time again I am using binary because this folder might contain any kind of file. It might contain CSV, it might contain your txt file. For example, right now if you are seeing, it is having CSV plus txt file both, right? So better to because we are not pointing to one single folder, one single file, sorry. So I'm pointing to folder. So that's why I'm using a binary. If you want to make it like ds underscore, what should I write it? PBI input, right? So AD2 is this one. Now what I will do, I will choose my PBI input. Okay, I will not select any specific file because I have to read this entire folder. I will hit on OK and I will click on OK here. So far you are with me, guys. Now what I will do, let's first go to sync, then we will come back. In general, something is there, okay, saying one information. I don't know what information it's missing. Let's see. So in sync, again we will choose ADLS Gen 2 because we are moving this data where we are moving this data to output container, right? And because input is a binary, so output should also be a binary. So I have selected binary, and I will use ds underscore PBI output. It's already existing, so let's do one. Correct. So we will choose our output container. That's it. We don't have any data because we have deleted. We have made it clear. Okay. So now here, what we are trying to do, we are just trying to, so there is a no concept. We cannot merge this data. Why? Because we don't know. Imagine if we don't have any similar column structure is not same, that we will not merge the data. Or if column structure is same, then we will merge the data. Okay. So I'm not merging the data right now. I'm hitting on OK. Is it fine? Till now you're with me. Now, while reading the data, we want to introduce list. From list it should read. So you should use this checkbox list of files, and you can see what is the path of file list. So we have to browse it. So you know where the path is, where is the list is getting stored. The list is stored in this container, same container. Okay. So list of file. So we have to select this one, and we have to select the list also. This is our list, right? So we'll hit on OK. So list is selected, right? Okay. Any questions, guys? Now let's publish this. In case of any error, it will tell us. So there is no error so far. It's completed. Publish is completed. So let me first debug this. Okay. So it is in queued state. Okay, let's wait for this to. So it is succeeded now. Now let's see the magic. So we can go to output container. Here you can see, because our list was containing two files information, right? So that's why you can see we have two files stored. Any questions so far? Okay. Now another interesting thing which I want to introduce here, a twist. Okay, the twist is I want this should also the list, because right now in my list there are two files information is there, correct? But I want to introduce one complexity here. In this list, I want to, get the file stored in subfolders also. For example, let me explain you this way. Imagine I'm having an input file. Okay, this is an input container. Agreed. I'm having one directory. Directory is, you can say, folder one, something like that. I'm having a directory here, right? And this sales file 3 is actually available within is available in this directory. So let me first delete that sales 3 and let me go inside folder 1, upload this sales 3. Okay, let me upload sales file 3 where I have uploaded within this folder. This is a subfolder actually, or you can say this is a directory, right? So I want that in my list, this is the list, right? So in this list, we have two files information is shared. I want third file information should also be there, but it should read from some directory. So how we can do that? So first of all, in my list, there should be a entry, okay, related to third file information. And how to do that? Where is the third file stored? Third file is stored in this folder 1. Okay. And this is the name of the file. So first copy the file name. And folder 1 is this. Okay. So what we will do, we will first modify our list. So we will hit on this list, click on edit. Instead of modifying in a txt file and uploading it again, we can add it and we can give an enter. So what I will do, first I will write the name of directory. This was the name of the directory. Then forward slash. Then I will paste the name, correct? This is done. Now I will hit on save button. Okay. Simple. This is the only change we have to do. And after that, what I will do, I will rerun this. But before rerunning, let's delete it. Even if it is not deleting, it will overwrite the data. Okay. But let's delete this time. Next time we will see if data is getting overwritten or not. But let's delete it. So now folder is empty. Now if again I trigger this time what will happen? This time it is reading from directories also, means subfolders also. Okay. So let's wait. So our job is completed. Let's see if we refresh this output, we can see what has happened. It has exactly copied in a similar manner. Okay. For example, based on our list, this was the list, right? So firstly, it copied two files, sales file 1, sales file 2, and it copied entire folder 1 And obviously, if it is copied entire folder one, the file is also getting copied within the one. But only in that folder that file is copied. Even in that folder, if you have multiple files, it will avoid the other files and it will only copy this sales file 3. Interesting? Okay.